Hi, my name is Patrick McGeckern. I'm a sophomore, political science and gender and women's studies double major here at the University of Rhode Island. What you are about to watch is accounts from some students who menstruate and a few from some males who do not. In one question, I proposed the scenario of only 2 pads per cycle because of a story from the Rhode Island Medical Journal where a homeless woman recounts her story about only receiving 2 pads from her shelter. The fact I give in the 6th question comes from that same article in the Rhode Island Medical Journal. Thank you to everyone who's involved and enjoy. How much do you both spend on menstrual hygiene a month?
It varies for me from month to month because there are some months where I can't really afford menstrual hygiene, so I kind of steal it or borrow from friends.
$15 on menstrual hygiene products.
I don't know exactly, but I know that I stock up and then have them for a while. So I usually will boxes like 14, 15
14, 15, sometimes 20.
Yeah. So like I buy a few boxes and that'll run you like $40.
When I was first a college student and only working on campus, roughly $15 to $25 a month. Now that I have a big kid job, 40 to get the all natural, organic, not putting chemicals in your vagina kind of products.
I used to spend a lot, but I actually switched to a cup, so that was like a one-time purchase. But before that, yeah, I would have to spend usually around $20 because you have to buy tampons for your bad days, and then sometimes you need pads if something goes wrong to sleep because you can't sleep in a tampon. So anywhere from $20, $25.
Typically around $20 a month.
I feel like I only use tampons. I'm not really a pad user. And I also buy wipes, and then I'm on birth control as well because of my period. So I feel like I'm probably around $25, $30.
How easily do you have access to menstrual hygiene?
Well, I can always buy them at CVS, but if I don't have them, I would have to buy them. I can't just get them from somewhere. We used to have them dispensers in high school in the bathroom.
Yeah, those are always empty here.
Yeah, around here you can never just find a tampon when you need it. You need a friend, or you have to go to the store.
I think for me at least, I have a car on campus. There's a CVS right at the top, and I have a lot of friends on campus as well. So my accessibility is actually pretty high.
Yeah, if I don't have anything, then I need to go out and buy them. But there's always, if you ask a girl, there's a 90% chance she'll have a tampon she'll give you.
On campus, however, in an emergency situation, the only place that I know of where I can get menstrual hygiene products is the CVS at the top of campus. And I've noticed that they ramp up the prices on menstrual hygiene products at that CVS. So sometimes I will drop a lot more money than I would like to on items that are necessary to me.
I mean, pretty easy going to the store and buying a thing. As far as getting my period randomly when I'm out and about in the world. I mean, then it's just kind of hope for the best and hope there's the change machine, because I'm an awkward turtle, and prior to this year could not ask another human being for anything ever.
Yeah, I'm quite lucky when it comes to that area. I live in Narragansett, and we have a Rite Aid, a CVS, and just a bunch of little convenience stores around us that are a 2 or 3 minute walk from my house. So I definitely have access.
What are some other ways to deal with your period when you don't have access to menstrual hygiene products?
I usually would just go home and hope for the best and hope that I could run home before class and run back to class. Otherwise, suffer.
Can't.
There isn't really. I mean, you can always do toilet paper.
Yeah, that helps.
Or it'll get you maybe 15 minutes so you can run somewhere and get some genuine.
There's really if you don't have access, when I think of people homeless people, there is no way that you can hygienically deal with that.
I've definitely improvised before. I've used paper towels, toilet paper. I will bunch things up and just hope for the best, but It's definitely like super difficult in a school environment because it's like sort of embarrassing if you like bleed through something or if you like don't have the resources that you need on your period. It just turns into one big mess, honestly.
How would you handle your period if you only received 2 pads per cycle?
That would be terrible. I think I would just ugly cry for days and just hide and not talk to anybody for 3 days.
That would not work for me, honestly.
You wouldn't see me.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see me. I mean, I guess for the first day or two, I'd be okay. I'd stuff it up.
I would absolutely have problems with confidence and feeling clean. I guess I would use other absorbent items like toilet paper. If I had to, paper bags, I've heard, can also be a substitute, but obviously those are very unideal and would be very uncomfortable.
I could never survive with only 2 pads. That would just not work.
2 pads. Yeah.
Maybe one day.
That wouldn't get me a day.
Yeah.
That would not get me a day. Like,
No.
2
That's
pads
not
per
handling
cycle,
it.
that's like a week for 2. I would definitely get a UTI. That's how I handle that.
How would you say being in college has affected your access to menstrual hygiene products?
If anything, because I live on campus and everyone's in a dorm, we can all kind of share with one another.
Well, I don't have my mom
Yeah.
or like my parents who would usually like buy something like that for you, considering it's like necessary. It's like they would buy you food when you lived on. So now that you're on your own, like you kind of have to. That's another expense that you would have to pay for yourself, and it's definitely not inexpensive. So.
Yeah, and if you forget, it's like you're kind of screwed because you can go to the Emporium, like it has CVS and everything, but what if it's a Sunday? Then they're going to be closed at 5, and if you get your period at 7, you have to go ask someone around. And at least for me, like, I'm not embarrassed, but there are people that, like, get embarrassed about it. Like, it's normal, like, if you're trans or something like that, and it might be difficult for you to try to ask an RA or another girl for, like, a tampon or a pad.
Definitely made it a lot harder for me to be able to get the specific supplies I need, especially since I don't have a car. So I kind of have to be at the whim of my roommate in order to be able to get a ride to get those products.
Did you know that tampons fall under the luxury tax in 41 states, including Rhode Island, which collects $730,000 a year from pads, tampons, as well as other medical supplies such as diabetic syringes and inhalers?
I knew part of it, but to hear that number, that is very shocking and honestly disheartening, because I know that other items that fall under that luxury tax are soda and candy, and as I think is clear, this is not something that is luxurious, you know?
Seriously? I mean, I knew that it was a luxury tax as far as pads and tampons, but damn.
That's really messed up.
Yes,
Yes.
I have heard that it's under the luxury tax, and I'm pissed
I
because
didn't
it's
realize
not a
that
luxury.
they profited from it.
I knew it was a tax, but I didn't know that they profited from it either.
Okay, I did not know that.
It's disgusting.
Yeah,
in my
that's like,
opinion.
oh god,
And
it's so
especially
disappointing.
for a state that's so small, we have a lot of youth here. We have 12 colleges here. You'd think
Yeah.
that
Oh my gosh.
people would have done something by now.
Bleeding's not really a luxury,
Yeah.
but period products should be a right.
You don't choose to have diabetes. You don't choose to have your period, so those should not be taxed.
Chase, how do you think Hope would handle her period if she only received 2 pads per cycle?
Delicately, probably, if that's the best way I can put it. Like, just try to ration it as much as possible, or only use it when necessary.
I mean, like, you can't really control it. Like, it kind of just comes, and, like, a pad is only good for maybe an hour at most, depending on, like, how heavy your cycle is, so.
Max, how much do you think the average person spends on menstrual hygiene products a month?
A month? there's like a week where like you need period stuff. I don't know how much they cost. I'm gonna guess like $40.
Melody, how much do you spend on menstrual hygiene a month?
It depends on what package I get, but like a smaller package could be like $12.96 or like $13, but that's obviously gonna last you like 2 days. But it'd be like at least $30-35.
About $150 maybe? I don't know.
Not that much. I probably spend like $10 to $15 because I just buy like one box of tampons for the month.
How many pads and/or tampons do you think someone goes through in one cycle?
In one cycle? I feel like it'd be like one tampon and one pad a day, so probably like 12.
12 a day?
Chase, how easily do you think Hope has access to menstrual hygiene products?
As long as there's like a CVS or a Walgreens around or something, or even like a Walmart, then it'd probably be pretty easy. But if you were in like a more rural area, I doubt it would be easy.
It's easy in the sense that I can like walk to the Emporium and go to CVS, but like that doesn't help me if I'm like in class and I get my period, or I'm somewhere where I don't have access or I don't have one on me. Then it becomes harder because I have to like go and find someone who has something on them.